This is the most insane Android phone ever made. And no, that's not clickbait. It's got two screens, more power than a gaming laptop, and a battery so big it can literally charge another phone to 100%. Meet the Xiaomi 17 Pro Max, a phone that doesn't just compete with the iPhone 17 Pro Max, it embarrasses it. At first glance, you might think it's just another iPhone clone. But the moment you turn it on, you realize Xiaomi didn't just copy Apple. They built something Apple wouldn't dare to make. It feels like the future slipped out early. So let's dive in. The Xiaomi 17 Pro Max could easily fool you into thinking it's an iPhone 17 Pro Max. The resemblance is almost uncanny, and even the camera plateau looks straight out of Cupertino's playbook. It's clear Xiaomi isn't trying to hide the similarity. It's leaning into it. But once you actually hold it, that's where things start to change. The phone feels lighter than the iPhone 17 Pro Max, despite packing a larger battery and an entire extra display on the back. The weight balance is spot on, giving it that premium, confidence-in-hand feel without feeling bulky. Both the front and back are covered in hardened glass and come pre-installed with screen protectors, something Apple still can't be bothered to include. The frame is made from aerospace-grade aluminum, giving it the same cool-to-the-touch feel as Apple's stainless steel, but without the fingerprint magnet effect. And yes, it's IP68 rated, meaning it'll survive the accidental dunk, the coffee spill, or the oops, it fell in the sink moment. Xiaomi even thought ahead. The rear display is fully sealed, so no weak spots for water to sneak in. The Xiaomi 17 Pro Max doesn't just match the iPhone screen, it quietly outclasses it. You're looking at a 6.9-inch AMOLED display, the exact same size as the iPhone 17 Pro Max, but with higher resolution, slimmer bezels, and a smaller camera cutout. It's the kind of screen that instantly feels premium, and bright enough that even direct sunlight doesn't stand a chance. And while the iPhone still insists on that oversized dynamic island notch, Xiaomi trades it for a clean, minimal punch hole design, keeping your content uninterrupted. Biometrics are handled by a next-gen ultrasonic fingerprint sensor hidden beneath the glass. It's lightning fast, works even with damp fingers, and feels futuristic in a way Face ID never quite does. So you get everything you love about a flagship display: smooth 120Hz motion, HDR brilliance, edge-to-edge immersion, but without the compromise. Let's talk about performance, because the Xiaomi 17 Pro Max isn't just keeping up with flagships, it's sprinting ahead. Under the hood sits Qualcomm's Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5, their most advanced chip yet. This thing isn't a minor upgrade. It finally matches Apple's A19 Pro in single-core performance bar for bar, and it actually beats it in multi-core and GPU tests. Every swipe, every animation, every game loads instantly. There's 16 gigabytes of LPDDR5X RAM on board and up to 1 terabyte of UFS 4.1 storage, meaning your apps never reload and your videos edit in real time. Even demanding titles like Genshin Impact or Call of Duty Mobile run at full 120 frames per second without breaking a sweat. Xiaomi's upgraded vapor chamber cooling keeps temperatures steady, even under extended gaming sessions. So while the iPhone might still flex its optimization, the 17 Pro Max flexes raw horsepower. This is where the Xiaomi 17 Pro Max just goes insane. The smaller Xiaomi 17 Pro was already impressive, rocking a 6,300 mAh pack built on next-gen silicon carbon cells, the most power-dense battery chemistry we've ever seen in a phone. But the Pro Max takes it a step further with a massive 7,500 mAh battery. That's bigger than the Galaxy S25 Ultra, bigger than any OnePlus, and miles ahead of anything Apple's ever shipped. And here's the wild part. It's not even thicker or heavier. Those new silicon carbon cells let Xiaomi stuff in all that capacity without turning the phone into a brick. In fact, this Pro Max is still lighter than the iPhone 17 Pro Max, which is just ridiculous. Charging is equally over the top. You get 100-watt wired charging, and yes, the charger actually comes in the box. No extra $40 accessory nonsense here. Plug it in and you're at 50% in around 10 minutes. It also supports 50-watt wireless charging, so even when you're cable-free, it's still faster than most phones on a wire. And then comes the party trick, 22.5-watt reverse wireless charging. That's powerful enough to top up your earbuds, your smartwatch, or even charge another phone. If you really wanted to, you could fully charge an iPhone from dead to 100% using the Xiaomi 17 Pro Max as a power bank. The camera setup on the Xiaomi 17 Pro Max looks familiar, but here's the difference. Each of those lenses is a 50 megapixel sensor. Not one, not two, all three. Wide, ultra-wide, and telephoto. It's Xiaomi's quiet way of saying, we see your 48 meg sensors, Apple, and we raise you. But it's not just about numbers. These cameras are genuinely flagship class. Shots come out razor sharp, with tons of detail and a soft, natural background blur that feels cinematic straight out of the phone. Color tuning leans toward realism, though skin tones sometimes push a little bright. The real star, though, is that 5x optical telephoto lens. It delivers incredible portrait shots with beautiful natural bokeh. Zoom clarity is shockingly good, even in medium light. And here's where Xiaomi pulls ahead of everyone else. That rear display doubles as a viewfinder. Flip the phone and suddenly your main cameras become your selfie cameras. You're now shooting selfies with full 50 megapixel glass and pro-level optics. And just when you think Xiaomi's done flexing, nope, there's more. First, Xiaomi actually made a retro handheld gaming case. Yes, a full-on case with real buttons and a D-pad. Snap it onto the back, connect it via Bluetooth, and suddenly that rear display turns into a tiny Game Boy-style console. It's completely ridiculous and completely awesome. You probably won't spend hours gaming on a 2.9-inch screen with camera holes poking through it, but it's nostalgia fuel done right. Then there's the back display functionality itself. It's not just a viewfinder anymore. It doubles as a customizable dashboard. Double tap to wake it, swipe to switch clock styles, and even manage notifications. It's still a China-only release, which is a shame, but maybe that's what makes it even more intriguing. Because this phone proves something important. Apple might set the trend, but Xiaomi just redefined what a Pro Max should actually be. If you found this video helpful, drop a like, subscribe for more tech breakdowns, and tell me in the comments, would you ditch your iPhone for this?